Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 2 of vector integration, unit number 2. Okay, in previous class we have discussed about the contents of the unit number 2 vector integration. So very first content is line integral. The definition of line integral is, we have discussed this definition in previous lecture also. A line integral of a vector point function f bar of x, y, z over a curve C is given by L dot I dot line integral equals to integral over C f bar dot dr bar. This is the notation, integral over C f bar dot dr bar. This type of integrals are called as line integral, where f bar is a vector point function f bar of x, y, z, and dr bar is dxi plus dyj plus dzk. This value also we have discussed in previous class. Okay, now we are going to evaluate this type of integrals in example. So very first example I have written here, example number 1. Evaluate the integral over C f bar dot dr bar, where f bar's value is given as 2y plus 3 into I cap plus xz into j cap plus yz minus x into k cap. Sorry, along the following paths. The paths means the equation of curve. Okay, means the equation of C is given along the first path. First path is x square equal to 2t square, comma y equal to t, z equal to t cube, from t equal to 0 to t equal to 1. The second path is along the straight line joining 0 0 0 to 0 3 1 1. Okay, in the first path, the first equation of curve x, y, z are given in terms of a parameter, you can say t. Okay, and the limits of parameter are given t equal to 0 to 1. Means the equation of curve is given in the form of parametric equations. Okay, in the second example, the nature of that curve is given. It is a straight line in three-dimensional space joining 2 points 0 0 0 and 3 1 1. No, means the equation of straight line is not mentioned. Even the equation of straight line in parametric form is also not mentioned. Okay, just the end points are given. So by using endpoints, I will write the first equation of straight line and then the parametric equations. We must have the equation of parametric equations of curve with us, so that we can evaluate that integral with respect to that particular parameter. Okay, because the value of f bar dot dr bar will be in terms of again x, y, z, which we can't integrate, because for evaluating single integral, the entire quantity must appear in the single variable. Okay, for that purpose we need to convert all these x, y, z term in terms of a single variable, that is we call it as a parameter, t or theta, any parameter you can use. Okay, so let us start the solution of the first case. Now in problems, only one of the two paths will be asked to you. I have covered two different paths in single problem. Okay, I am going to cover two different paths problem in single example. Okay, and in exam one of the path may be asked to you. Okay, so solution, let us start the solution. We are calculating line integral over C f bar dot dr bar. It is asked to calculate. Okay, which is nothing but, if you take the dot product of this f bar, the given function, vector point function f bar, with dr bar, you will get this quantity 2y plus 3 into dx, that is I component with I component, if we multiply we will get this, plus j component with j component, if we multiply we will get xz dy. After multiplying k component with k component, we will get a yz minus x into k cap into yz minus x with dz, will get yz minus x into dz. So this will be the value of the dot product f bar dot dr bar. Let us give this equation number 1. Now we are going to use the given data, which are nothing but the parametric equations of that curve. We have given that x square equal to 2t square, y equal to t, z equal to t cube. So from this we can calculate the value of x as root 2t. Now we have the values of x, y, z, all the three variables in terms of t. That can be substituted in equation 1 to get entire quantity in terms of t, and that will help us to evaluate that integral. Okay, so and along with the values of x, y, along with the terms x, y, z, there are three more terms which are appeared in the equation 1, dx, dy, dz. So the calculation of dx, dy, dz also becomes important in terms of t for calculating that integral. So for calculating dx, dy, dz, we'll differentiate x, y, z. So we'll get dx as root 2 dt, dy as, after differentiating this equation we'll get dy as dt. After differentiating the third one, we'll get dz as derivative of this will be 3t square and into derivative of t dt. Now this will be the values of x, y, z and dx, dy, dz. Here t is varying from 0 to t equal to 1. So these are nothing but the limits of t. Okay, now on using all this data in equation 1, we'll get the line integral equals to, the limit is from t equal to 0 to 1. 2t plus 3 is the value of 2y plus 3. 2y plus 3 will become 2t plus 3 into root 2 dt. This is the value of dx. Plus root 2 t raised to 4 will be the value of x into z, and into dt is the value of dy. Plus third term is yz minus x. It will be equal to t raised to 4 minus root 2t into 3t square dt is the value of dz. Now here we have all the terms in terms of t. So let us club together like terms. Okay, like terms means the constant term will be separate, then first order term, then the second order term, third order terms in t will collect together. Okay, so we'll have constant term as 3 root 2, which will come from multiplication of this quantity 3 root 2. This is the constant term. Then the degree 1 term 2 root 2 into t. This will be the degree 1 term. This is the only term of t which in all the three terms, so that will be 2 root 2 t. Then there is no second degree term, no term of t square is there. There is one term of t cube after that will get after multiplying this root 2 t to 3t square, which will be minus 3 root 2 t cube. And degree 4 term is this one, root 2 t raised to 4, and degree 5 term is the last term, t raised to 4 into this 3t square. Now let us integrate this all the 5 terms with respect to t. The integration of 3 root 2 with respect to 2 will be 3 root 2t. The next integration 2 root 2 into t will be root 2 t square. 2 will get cancelled, t square by 2, and this 2 will get cancelled. Then minus 3 root 2 into t cube. It will be equal to minus 3 root 2 as it is. Integration of t cube will be t raised to 4 by 4. The next term is root 2 t raised to 4. The integration of t raised to 4 is t raised to 5 by 5. The last one is t raised to 6 by 6 into this 3 will be t raised to 6 by 2. Okay, 3 by 6 is 1 by 2. And the limits of this integration are 0 to 1. Now if you see all the 5 terms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 terms contains t. So when we'll put lower limit t equal to 0, all the terms will become 0. And after putting t equal to 1 as upper limit, we'll get these values there, 3 root 2 plus root 2 minus 3 root 2 upon 4 root 2 by 5, and last 1 by 2, and minus lower integral, lower terms, after putting lower limit we'll get the 0 there. Now after collecting all this together, first 4 terms contain root 2. So root 2 can be taken common from the first term. This is the separate term 1 by 2. Okay, so after doing the calculation, if you make base same for the first term, which is 20, and the terms of root 2 will be, here will be multiplied by 20, so it will be 60 plus 20 minus 5 into 3, 15 plus 4 outside root 2 plus 1 by 2. Okay, so which will be after simplification 60 plus 20, 80 plus 4, 84. 84 minus 15 will be equal to 84 minus 15 will be equal to 69 by 20 root 2 plus 1 by 2. I think one mistake we have made here. The multiplication of t raised to 4 with t square will be t raised to 6. By mistake I have written here t raised to 6. So here the integration of t raised to 6 will be t raised to 7 by 7, and this 3 as it is, that is 3 by 7. So we'll have here 3 by 7, 3 by 7. Here also we'll have 3 by 7. So just that correction you make. So and this will be the final answer. Okay, 69 by 20 root 2 plus 3 by 7 is the final value of the first integral. Okay, just one correction you understand. By mistake I have t square into t raised to 4, I have written by mistake t raised to 5, it is t raised to 6. So the next terms, the last term only will change, it will be 3 by 7 instead of 1 by 2. Okay, the rest calculations are okay. Now let us solve the remaining part. So in the second case, C is the straight line joining 0, 0, 0 to 0, 3, 1, 1. It means it is a straight line passing through origin. So whenever we have straight line passing through origin, its equation can be written as x minus 0 upon the other point on the curve. If we join these two, we'll get the direction ratios as 3 minus 0, 3, 1 minus 0, 1, 1 minus 0, 1. So these will be the direction ratios and they are passing through the point origin. So in the numerator, x minus 0 x, y minus 0 y, z minus 0 z. Okay, so this will be the equation of straight line. X minus 0, y minus 0, z minus 0. It is passing through origin. And direction ratios. How to calculate direction ratios? X component minus x component, y minus y component minus y component, z component minus z component. So it will be 3, 1, 1. Okay, so this is the point from which it is passing, and these are the direction ratios of that line. Okay, now if we equate this to parameter t, we'll get the parametric equations of that line. So after cross multiplying, we'll get the first equation as x equal to 3 into t, y equal to 1 into t, that is y equal to t, z equal to 1 into t, that is z equal to t. This is how you need to calculate parametric equation of a straight line. First you write the equation of a straight line using this equation. 0, 0, 0 is the point through which it is passing, and 3, 1, 1 are the direction ratios. And after cross equate that ratios to parameter t, then we'll get the values of x, y, z in terms of parameter. Now for calculating the limit for this parameter, we'll take the help of the given points. When x is 0, if you put x equal to 0, you'll get t as 0. And when x as 3, if you put x equal to 3, we'll get t equal to 1. You use any equation, in all the equations we'll get the limits of t as t equal to 0 to t equal to 1 on using the given values of x, y, z. Okay, and dx, dy, dz, if you differentiate this, we'll get dx equal to 3 dt, dy equal to dt, and dz equal to dt. 1 on using above values in 1, like previous case we'll get this equation after putting in the equation 1. Okay, and after collecting like terms together, we'll have this situation. The constant term is 9, the first degree term is 3 into 2, 6t, minus this 3t plus 3t. The second degree term, t square term, is 3t square plus this t square, that is 4t square. So these are the three terms we have, and integration with respect to t. Now integrate this with respect to t. 9t first term's integration, second term's integration 3t square by 2. That last, it is actually 4t square, 3t square plus t square, 4t square. So the integration will be 4t cube by 3. So it will be 4 by 3, and it will be equal to 6 9s are 54 plus 9 plus 8 by 6. It will be equal to 71 by 6. The final answer is 71 by 6. Here by mistake again I have written cube instead of square. So make that correction. Final answer is 71 by 6. Few problems for practice I will give you. So this is the example for homework. Evaluate f bar dot dr bar for f bar equal to 3x into I cap plus 2xz minus y into j cap plus z k cap along the following paths. The straight line joining 0, 0, 0 to 2, 1, 3. The curve x equal to 2t square, y equal to t, z equal to 4t square minus t from t equal to 0 to t equal to 1. So it is like previous example, both the paths. So try to proceed like previous example. Answers written here.